Great morning, great morning, great morning. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Let me go live on IG. All right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all, I'm trying to get this hair to cooperate with me this morning. And it don't want to cooperate. Just cooperate. Hey, you guys, come on in, come on in. While you guys are coming in, I'm going to go ahead and share. Hey, Natalie, how are you? Natalie's on over on IG. Thank you for tuning in, beautiful. All right, all right. Let me share. And we're going to get started, baby, because God has a word for his children. Okay, let me share. Let's see if we can get these shares up. All right. There we go. She's back. Okay, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. So listen. Hey, Phoenicia. Great morning. How are you, gorgeous? All right. Y'all, it's cool down here. I had to put something on my arms, right? So listen, come on in, come on in. While you guys are coming in, I'm gonna go ahead and share. Hey, Christina, how you doing? Oh, how you doing? Oh, listen, y'all, it's going down. It's going down. Let me make a couple of more shares, and we're gonna be ready to go on this amazing and incredible hump day, Wednesday, May 1st, the first day of the new month. I'm so excited about that. All right. All right. All right. Great day, Jason. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. All right. Let's Let me make another share. Mm. Oh my goodness, it's not letting me share. Okay, let me do it over here. Great morning, April. Thank you for sharing. All right, y'all. I'm so excited for today, for what God is doing, for how he's moving, for what we're getting ready to see transpire this month. It is May 1st, and listen, we are jump starting the month with a bang. I'm super excited about that. Not only that, but y'all, we got several things that are happening. I'm going to make a couple of more shares and we're going to go ahead and get started because, baby, we're not going to be on long, but we're going to let God do what he does strong, okay? So stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. And we're going to go ahead and make things happen. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi and the internet, but something that's going on. It doesn't want to act right for me today, okay? So y'all just bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, hold on. All right, let me go ahead and grab this and share. I feel like it's moving in slow motion. Y'all let me know who's here. All right, let me do this. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So I've done my sharing. Thank you guys for sharing as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Let's go. Y'all know what it is. Listen, we're getting our day started right. We got to take our shot of what? Alive, right? So we can be what? Alive. Okay. So I don't have both bottles down here, but here we go. Y'all know what we do. Shot, 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 shot. Everybody shake, shake, shake. Boom, boom, boom. Shake the devil off. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, ABC. 1, 2, 3. Alive, you and me. Mwah. Here we go. Shake it up, pour it up, and what? Drink it up. Thank you, Whitfield. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here's to making May a month to remember. Cheers. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, let's go. So, it's something about when it hits, babe. We want to make this May a month to remember. Let me just talk to y'all for a minute. Can I just, have some real talk with you guys? Let me turn on my do not disturb first. We say all the things that we want. We say all the things that we desire, right? Let me kind of shift. Y'all know I don't like not being centered. That bothers me. We say all these things that we want, all these things that we're gonna do, all these things that whatever, right? But if we're honest with ourselves and we're honest with others, very often we don't do everything required of us in order to attain that which we desire. We'll do some of it. We'll do a minimum. We'll do what we're comfortable with, but we don't do everything that we need to do in order to experience the fullness of what it is that God has for us. Yes, it will, April. Yes, it will, right? So this month is a month where there's a lot happening. There's a lot transpiring, and we get to kick this month off right. We're going to start this month off right? Because we've got to get to the point where we plan our success. We plan our breakthrough. We plan what it is that we're going to do and how it is that we're going to act on those things that God has told us in order to get to the promised land. In the Prophetic Avengers boot camp, we were talking about Elijah and Elisha's journey, right? Elisha wanted the mantle of Elijah. He wanted that mantle, but in order to get the mantle, Elijah said, now if you see me when I leave, when I'm taken up, then you'll get the mantle, but you got to see me. That means you got to be close enough to me so that you're going to be present when I leave. And I'm going to tell y'all this, y'all do with it what you want to. Some of you want things, but you're not close enough to those who are able to help get you to it, right? So you want it, but you ain't close enough. You ain't close enough. You watching from a distance. You watching from the stands. You're not in the game. You're not participating. You're not engaged. And you wonder why it's not happening for you, or it's not happening for you the way you want it to happen for you. Hey, Quita, I can't wait to talk to you today, girl. So you got to be close enough to be able to catch what is passed on. Some things are taught, some things are caught, right? You got to catch that belief. You got to catch that enthusiasm. You got to catch that, ability to see what's not there. You got to catch faith, baby. You got to catch it, right? Faith is contagious. Faith is contagious. Belief It's contagious. If you're around enough people that believe a thing, you're going to catch that belief. But you're trying to do things without being in place, being in position, getting what you need. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The same thing that's been happening. You'll get so far, you'll get stuck, and then you got to go back. Why? Why, y'all? We don't have to do this. We can start this month off headed for the end goal. With the end goal in mind, plan for the end goal, right? Work towards the end goal. We got to do the work that's required. I have gotten to the point in my life where I am no longer frustrating myself with what I see for other people. I'm just not doing it. Like, if I see it for you, but you don't see it for you, I can't help you. Like, I can't frustrate myself with that. So with that said, God is shifting things and people in my life. It just is what it is. It's what God is doing. And he's doing it strategically because there's something that's getting ready to happen. And I want you to remember this. When Jesus would go into the room, I remember, I think it was, I can't remember which one. I know with Lazarus, and it was another one where somebody was sick, and he went in and the people were wailing and travailing, and they were all despondent and hopeless. And he said, listen, get them out of here. You got to get them out of here. Y'all better get the doubters, the non-believers out of your space, out of your intimate space, out of your inbox, out of your phone, off your phone. Because what happens is their lack of belief will affect how quickly God does something and his ability to do something. So if you ever want to see God really move in your life, surround yourself with people who believe with you, who stand with you, who trust with you, who get what God is doing. And they're like, yes, let's go. I see it. I see it. I see it. Because those naysayers, those doubters will always drag you back. So now you got to not only fight your doubt, your questions, you're wondering, okay, I know we can do this. Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief, right? You got to deal with that, but you got to deal with that. It's not going to happen. Like, that's not going to happen. Oh, they can't do that. Oh, listen, not this season, baby. If you don't believe in the vision, if you don't believe in what God is showing me, you back of the line. Back of the line. Back of the line. And y'all, people think that sounds mean, but it is the truth. We spend too much time trying to coddle people who don't believe and make them believe. And for what? You can actually be spending that time with people who already believe, people who already want it, people who see it, people who desire it, okay? People who treasure it. If your time and your presence is not a treasure, that's a problem. If your presence and your time is not a treasure, that's a problem. You understand? If people don't appreciate your presence, you let them appreciate your absence. Let them appreciate your absence. No, we want to prove to the world our value. We want everyone to know that we really are valuable, that we really can do it, that we really have something to offer. Y'all, if they can't see your value and they can't see your vision, remove them from your equation. Y'all need me to say it again? If they can't see your value and they can't see your vision, remove them from your equation. Subtract. Subtract. What am I subtracting? You? I'm subtracting you from my equation because you are weighing me down. You are holding me back. You are dragging me down. Now, some relationships, you can't just do that. It's not that easy, right? But what you can do is subtract the weight of that person's assessment, their belief, their whatever. Yeah, that Quita, always double back. Always double back. But see, in this season, people who double back are going to have to come with a double portion for you. There's no double back free. There's no double back free. They're going to have to double back with the double portion for you. There's no double back free. You can't double back for free. No, there's a cost to that. There's a cost to the double back. Y'all, God has been speaking to me. Listen, God has been speaking to me so clearly. And listen, I know my husband don't like when I'm gone. I know he don't. It's hard for him. He misses me. I miss him too. But there's something about certain atmospheres that produces life, that produces strength, that produces encouragement, that produces an ability to hear God so clearly. And sometimes you got to shift your atmosphere to shift your hearing. You want to hear God differently. You want to hear God more clearly. Shift your atmosphere, right? There are regions that are weighted down, and the spirits of that region will weigh you down if you allow it. I know in the Panhandle, that is a very religious, not spiritual, religious region. It's very religious. It's very, have a great day. It's very religious. It's very weighted. It's slow. It's depressing. It's all of those things. And so when you have energy, listen, what we know is being in that region, we're called to the region to shift the region, not for the region to shift us. That means that periodically you got to get out of the region and come back. You got to get out of the region and come back. You got to go refuel and come back. It's almost like you're a Tesla, right? Tesla, the battery lasts for so long, but then you got to charge it up. You got to plug it up, charge it up so that you can continue your journey. You all recognize those places that revitalize you, those places that strengthen you, those places where you are renewed, and then make sure you spend time in those places with those people, because in the absence of that, hear me. In the absence of that, you'll die in the midst of your assignment. You'll die in the midst of your assignment because your assignment requires a certain level of you, a certain a version of you. So give yourself the opportunity to be renewed, to be restored, to be revitalized in order to be able to continue your journey. Making May a month to remember requires you writing the vision for the month, planning the execution of the vision for the month, engaging in the activities required to produce what you desire to see in the month. Make this a month of execution. Make this a month of planning. Make this a month of seeking God, but not just seeking God for the sake of seeking Him for strategies and direction. I said earlier, I'm excited because Quita and I have our destiny call today. And let me tell you why I'm so excited. Y'all, listen, I can't listen. I'm just telling y'all, I'm so excited because there's something about encountering people who are desperate for change. I'm not talking about just want change. I'm talking about desperate for change. Like I desperately need something from God. I desperately need an answer. I desperately need, because people who are desperate do what's necessary. People who just want it may or may not do it. They may or may not. I want it. I think I want it. I kind of want it. So you may or may not do. You may or may not get it. You may or may not. Not this season. Not this season. You desperate for change? I got you. I got you. When you're desperate to get to something, I got you. I got you. Not this, I don't know. Let me tell y'all about me. Let me tell y'all about me. I'm just going to talk about me for a minute. I'm going to talk about me for a minute. I'm desperate to reach destiny. I'm destined. I am desperate to fulfill my destiny. I'm desperate for that. I'm desperate to please God. I'm desperate to serve the people that he needs me to serve in this season. I'm desperate for that. I desperately want it. It's not, I kind of want it. I desperately want it. Do you know what God responds to? He responds to us desperately desiring him. Desperate. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. I'm desperate to see God pleased with me. And everything else, like he just boom, 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 boom. There's a woman of God. She's a mighty prophet. And she sent me 2 words, and I've not really dug into them. She sent me one yesterday. I haven't even read it yet. And I'm going to tell you why, if I can just be transparent, right? Y'all know I'm going to be transparent anyway. I know some things are really close, but I also know the cost of it, right? And I know that this season is a season where things are determined by choices and actions. So I know there are a lot of shifts happening in my life. There are a lot of shifts happening in my life. And shifts can be scary, but necessary. You want everyone to get it, you want everyone to go, but everyone won't get it and everyone can't go. And when you reach those points where you have to release things, situations, places, and people, it's challenging. But baby, let me tell y'all something. I want what God wants for me and what God has for me so desperately that I'm willing to do what I need to do in order to get there. And sometimes that's cutting weight. Sometimes it's just cutting weight. And it's okay. Yeah. Listen, you can love people. You can listen, I'm telling y'all, you can love people and not be weighed down by them. You can love people and there be distance. You can love people and believe God's best for them and still move forward. You can love people. You can. Y'all, I promise you, you can. And it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be any of that. It does not have to be. You got to choose some things. And I choose God. I choose his plan. I choose the desire to please him, even when it costs me. And see, what a lot of times people don't understand is what it costs me in order to fulfill God's plan for my life. It looks easy, but it's not. It looks easy, but we have to push through and press through. I know I do. So don't be afraid to release. It's a season of release, but in your release, you're going to be able to go forward. Don't be afraid to try something new, because in trying something new, you open up new doors for God to do some things differently. Don't be afraid to step outside of the box, because you were never created to be in one. You're not something to be on a shelf. If people have you up on a shelf, in a box up on a shelf, and they only pull you out when it's convenient for them, you're not a priority. And if you're not a priority, they might need to experience your absence. Don't miss God and what he's doing. Look, tonight, y'all still have time. I got a few slots left. Tonight, I'm doing a mic drop masterclass, the mic drop masterclass. Y'all, it's going to be fire. Let me just tell you, it's going to be fire, right? It's going to be fire. Something happened to me this weekend. And when I got on the stage, I knew something had shifted, right? Something had shifted in me. And you all are going to get the benefit of that shift, right? I knew something had shifted. I knew it. If you took this last Mic Drop Masterclass, I'm going to make sure I send you the link because you can join us again, right? Just so that you can get that refresher and you can see what God has done differently. Y'all know God always doing something, right? But if you took that last Mic Drop Masterclass, I'm going to send you the email as well. So inbox me and say Mic Drop so that I can send you that email as well. I can make sure you're on the list because I know that God is getting ready to show out in this class. bit.ly/Mic Drop Master, bit.ly/Mic Drop Master. It's from 7 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, from 7 to 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. You want to be in the room. You want to be there. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be absolutely insane. Okay. And I know that God's getting ready to do some incredible things, okay? I want to see you there. I can't wait. I know it's going to be off the chain, right? The other thing is you can register for a destiny call. What is a destiny call? A destiny call is where we take 30 minutes and we talk about I got you, Phoenicia. We talk about your life. We talk about where you are. We talk about what it is you want to accomplish. And I kind of help you figure out, get some guidance. I give you some guidance. I give you whatever it is that God gives me to give you so that you can move forward in what he's called you to do, right? Schedule that session at bit.ly/Dr. V Destiny Call, bit.ly/Dr. V Destiny Call, so that I can help you get to where God is taking you, because he's taking you somewhere. He has a plan for your life. You know, we know what Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans that I have for you. And they're thoughts of good and not evil, plans to give you a hope and a future and to bring you to an expected end. That's a conglomeration of several different versions of that text, right? But I took the pieces of each of them that I like, right? To create the one that is like, yes, that's what I'm saying, right? So go ahead, register for that call. You don't know what God's going to do in that call, but I'll tell you this, he's going to do something. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. So y'all, listen, I'm super excited. Let's make May a month to remember. Let this be the month where you operated in the grace for greatness, for growth, and for green. Let this be the month where you see, you know, your money come up. Like, this is money making May, right? This is manifesting May. This is the time where things should show up. This is a show up time, right? So don't miss it. Do not miss it. And I'm going to tell you guys this: when you just do what it is that God tells you to do, I promise you, you're going to be blown away at what God does with it. Now, if this word blessed you and you just want to say sow a seed, you can sow a seed. You say, Dr. V, that word blessed my soul. I just want to sow a seed into your life. You can do that at Cash App $DRV Johnson 777, Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Look, don't miss what God is doing. I promise it's going to blow your mind. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an absolutely amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.